are getting familiar with how to do the action on the guitar, we're going to set it up for low action for now, and so you can understand how it works and you can adjust it the way you want to. As you can see, there's a card that you can hardly fit right here underneath the strings, and look how this is played. Look on the screen, see how it's played. It becomes lower than that right there, and then you can see it. That's the distance between the string and the frets. You can make this lower or you can make this higher. If you make it higher, it's going to be harder to play. If it lower, it's going to be a lot easier and faster to play. For higher action, the jazz players or the people who want to articulate every note, they want to accelerate on every note, use action. For a fast players like hard rock, heavy metal, and they want to do fast drifts and sweeping and all that, so it'd be easier to get lower action. So we're going to show you how to do the lower action, and higher action is all opposite part of that, which is easy. All you do a different process. What we're going to show you here is the bridge right here. As you can see, there's two Allen screws on the bridge. As you can look at it right now, you can see the Allen screws right there. So you need an Allen wrench to get it set up for this, and the Allen wrench right here, or you find out which size and what size it takes. So it goes right here. You can tighten it or you can loosen it up. Either way, you tighten clockwise, loosen it counterclockwise. When you loosen it up, the strings, all the 6 strings go higher. The other one, when you loosen up, all the 6 strings go higher or lower. So you have to do in coordination of how much height you need for a string to be from the fret and how much gap you need between the string and the fret. So you adjust this two first, get in the right part, exactly the right measurement, exactly how far you want the string from the frets to be with all 6 strings. Then for a minor adjustment, after you set those 2 Allen screws to the right positions, about the height on the bridge, about the height of the entire 6 string, after you adjust those 2 screws and tighten or loosen it based on your preference, you need to work with these 2 Allen wrench screws for each strings. That's a different Allen wrench. As you can see, I'm going to demonstrate for you. When you put this Allen wrench in here, in the Allen screw, which is pretty tiny as a small, and you turn it, watch what happens. When you tighten it, the strings goes higher. When you loosen it, the strings goes lower. So based on that, you set your preference. So how much of an action you need. If you want to real low, you loosen it. Then you go accordingly for each strings. Once you get that done and get it in the right height, then as you notice, there's a curve here because the frets is not flat. There's a bow on the curve on the fretboard. So as you get it done, all that, then you go to intonate it, and you don't want to intonate prior to that. So you want to do this first, get it at the right fret distance, the strings, get the action right, then you do intonate and tuning and all the stuff. So we have 2 major Allen screws, and we have 2 little string screws. 2 major big Allen screws are for the entire bridge, the height of the entire 6 strings overall, and 2 small Allen screws for each separate strings for adjusting the height of each individual strings. So you need to do this. You need to do this prior to intonate your guitar. This is very important. And for my preference, what I use a card here, and I do it based on the card, and I'm comfortable with that based on that variation distance. And then sometimes I have to fine tune it after I do, because some areas might buzz. Then I have to fine tune it to slightly heighten this, make it higher so it will get rid of the buzz. But overall, you want to be comfortable with it and get it all done in the right manner. So this is just to show you and turn your guitar to a perfect guitar. If you watch this video and do accordingly, and then you watch the video for intonation on Ibanez, this is for Ibanez guitar, and if you have Fender, you watch the adjustment low action on Fender and high action and then you do the intonation or Fender. If you have any of these two guitars and you follow these, your guitar is going to sound a lot better, and it's going to play a lot better, it's going to sound a lot better, and it can play scales anywhere on the guitar, and it's not going to be sound out of tune. Okay, thanks a lot, and I appreciate it. You can email me if there's any question, uforobotics@gmail.com, or you can contact me through the comments. This is Robotics, and I appreciate your support so far, and please do subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.